Well, if anyone tells you that the buck doesn't stop with Modi in appointing his very own team, I can tell you that they're lying. The man himself and the Bharatiya Janata Party are not revealing any of their cards at this very sensitive time. Party treasurer Piyush Goyal of the BJP dodged multiple queries on Modi's likely cabinet, obviously, in our show To The Point last evening. Take a look at this little bit.
Is there a problem that Mr. Modi is facing in trying to put together a government, as so many sections of the media are now beginning to say?
Karan, I think a lot of this is media speculation, clearly a figment of some people's imagination, more so because I don't think even the process has begun. I think all of you are looking for sensationalism or looking for something to talk about because there's nothing much happening elsewhere. Whereas all of us are still meeting each other, enjoying the victory, analyzing whatever results are trickling in more in detail. I don't know where you are getting all this information. We hear ministers' names, portfolios. It's complete figment of your imagination.
People fear that this constant exchange of meetings with the RSS, these delegations that are going to RSS headquarters, is actually an attempt to inveigle through the back door RSS influence in terms of policies like Ram Mandir, Article 370, Uniform Civil Code, or even Swadeshi economics. And that would dishearten those who voted for Mr. Modi, which is why this has become an issue of concern. Is the RSS trying to inveigle itself in through the back door?
Karan, this whole debate is so amusing that I'm finding myself at a loss of words to respond to some of these very fanciful ideas both you and your panel seem to have about the RSS. I think all of you on the panel, and you particularly, Karan, need to spend some time with the RSS leaders, understand their way of working, understand their nationalist feelings.
Are the elders, the Advanis and the Murli Manohar Joshis, demanding things from Mr. Modi that he's reluctant to give? And is that another line of dissonance that at the moment is creating a few hiccups in the government appointment process?
Well, Karan, I think you yourself have tasted Mr. Modi's presence on your own channel or on your own show. He is not one to be bullied or to be taken in by dissidents. But apart from that, let me tell you, the beauty of the Bharatiya Janata Party is that we have a very democratic system. All of us, whether junior or senior, has the ability to walk up to our leaders, put through our point of view, but end of the day, it's always a consensus decision that emerges.
Oh, no, but just a moment.
So
a cabinet is not a consensus decision. And you know that. When Mr. Dr. Manmohan Singh was appointing a cabinet, in fact, you complained loudly that the Prime Minister's prerogative to choose had been whittled down by allies and by Mrs. Gandhi. A cabinet is not a consensus. So I come back. Will Mr. Modi, if he doesn't want Advani Sahab and he doesn't want Dr. Joshi, be able to say, I won't have them?
But there is always consultation. A consensus, sadly for you, does not necessarily mean unanimity. I think if you look at the word consensus and you see the consultation process, it never means unanimity.
There's also speculation, Piyush Goel, that in fact, rather than Arun Jaitley, who everyone had assumed would be the finance minister, Mr. Modi wants Arun Shourie, and that Mr. Jaitley might be given external affairs instead. Is this a sign that perhaps after Mr. Jaitley failed to win Amritsar, he's losing leverage and clout?
Well, you can keep speculating as much as you want. I don't think anybody is aware of what's happening. I can only place on record that Mr. Arun Jaitley is one of the tallest leaders in my party. He has mentored many of us who have worked in this party very diligently. And I think there will be absolutely no change in his position, in his stature, in the important role that he will play both in and out of government, in the very, very important role he will play going forward in nation building.